Guys, I can't lie, but I'm pretty bullish. Today has been an absolutely hectic day. I spent the entire day with legends and I'm honestly over the moon. But it's not that because I'm quite bullish. It's because a few things. Well, I do have a cool comparison between Tesla and Ethereum that Ben showed me today. And I can't believe we hung out the whole day. Tomorrow he's going to be coming to this office, this exact studio, and we're going to be recording a bunch of content together. So if you have any questions for Ben Cowan or Guy from Coin Bureau, for that fact, make sure to let me know in the comments down below, and tomorrow I will get those questions answered. Don't worry, I'm going to do like a full recap of Binance Blockchain Week because it's so far insane. And I just need to go into this in more detail, okay? I can't just end this story here. I don't want to waste this video because I need to go into some important analysis. But yeah, this is a good hint of how crazy the past day has been, but we'll talk about it on another video. Today, I want to focus on obviously the price of Bitcoin and some breaking news we have and cover why I am bullish. First thing is first, Bitcoin is still getting resistance at 93.2 exactly. We're trying to close above, we're getting that resistance, so still the plan is the same. I want to see at least 2 4-hourly candles close above 93.2. If we can do so, then we're going to go to my targets, in my opinion, between 99.5 to 107.5. What I'm actually more bullish on is not Bitcoin, but Ethereum. Ben pointed out something incredible today. He pointed out a fractal between the price of Tesla stock and also the price of Ethereum. Look at these two charts. They look exactly identical. Exactly identical. Why do they look exactly identical? Honestly, there is no mathematical or scientific explanation to it. It's just similar, and it's a lot about investor behavior and psychology. So here on the left, you can see that, it's almost the same. Tesla created this huge head and shoulders pattern. So did Ethereum back in 2022, and then you went into a massive downwards price move on both of these things, and then obviously prices recovered for both Tesla and Ethereum. You got a sharp rally for Tesla, you got a sharp rally for Ethereum, and then there was a sharp drop. Now, if you look at Tesla, it is actually able to recover and rally quite significantly more. So we are at currently this point of drop right now for Ethereum. And after seeing this drop, what Tesla did was experience a drastic rally and not punch in a new all-time high, but get very close to it. So what I'm personally thinking is, if Ethereum follows that fractal, also linking it back into Bitcoin sort of TA, right? I think we're going to go to the 107. I actually do like how Bitcoin is looking like that right now. I do like this double bottom. And if you're not in a long position, it could make sense to jump into a conservative long position here and then take profits between 99.5 and 107 over on weeks. Link is down in the description below. I think it would make sense because if Bitcoin rallies to like 107, we still didn't get Ethereum season. We got rugged multiple times. So if Ethereum were to punch in a new all-time high as Bitcoin went to 107, that would actually make sense. So currently I am very bullish on Ethereum, even on the shorter term timeframes. If you go to the 4-hourly time frame, Bitcoin dominance is dropping a little bit. Ethereum is actually breaking out with a confirmation from its W. So in the very short term, I think we can reach the 3.6 areas, maybe get a rejection from there. But over on the macro, going into January, from also a market cycle perspective, like it would make sense if Ethereum rallied to potentially new all-time highs, or at least got very close to it when you compare it with the fractal to Tesla. So very interesting. You've probably not seen it before. I really, really do like it. This is going to have to be a video on its own because it's absolutely hilarious. When we go into liquidity, I think next year is going to be very bullish. Towards the end, right? I think most of 2026 is not going to be bullish, but towards the end, we're going to be bullish. Why? Liquidity is drying up massively. Japan, they can't buy American treasuries. They're the largest buyer, but they're struggling on their own. So what the Fed has to do is they have to buy back their own debt. And today they bought 12.5 billion of their own debts. And how do they do it? Well, they print money. So there's going to be huge amounts of monetary debasement. When monetary debasement kicks in, what happens? Things like Bitcoin appreciate in value. So obviously, right, if you're a long-term hodler, then that's a good thing. There's no liquidity. Americans are defaulting on their loans. There is a massive inflationary new campaign, which is called the Trump accounts. Like all of these things are going to happen because we need liquidity. There is going to be a new chair, Kevin Hassett. He will most likely follow with the Trump administration agenda and cut rates aggressively into high inflation. So all of these things in the short term, I think will pump markets. When I say short term, I think we will bottom over the next 11 months, and then post 11 months, when liquidity can transfer into global markets, we will probably start to see prices go to the upside. But I think the next bear market is going to be insane, because if you are cutting into high inflation, you're just going to make inflation go worse. So at some point, probably within the Trump administration, they're going to realize they made a huge mistake, so they're going to have to cut aggressively, which will likely cause huge amounts of depression. So over the next 11 months, I think the intermediate short term is bearish. I think the very short term is bullish. But then when we go into 2027, I think that year is going to be a good year, because they will introduce tremendous amounts of liquidity into the markets. We also have the SEC chair today saying that the Bitcoin, well, it's not the Bitcoin, this is a Bitcoin account, but it's the crypto market structure bill. It will soon pass, and it's got nothing to do with Bitcoin, actually. It's going to allow the categorization of what specific altcoins are. If it's a meme coin, if it's a security, or whatever it is, it's going to help in asset allocation. Today, we got the Chainlink ETFs doing super well. They got $41 million of first day flows, and I think that's really impressive. I spoke about Chainlink over on the Moon Show live stream earlier on in the afternoon. I want to double check what exactly Chainlink is doing. Chainlink is getting a good bounce. I think we're at good support when you look into like this multi-cycle bullish pennant. Do I think it's a time to be derivatives longing Chainlink yet? I don't think so. But if you are a long-term believer in Chainlink, and I absolutely am, by the way, I think they're doing fantastic stuff. I think it's probably one of the best altcoins. I think it's a good time to be dollar cost averaging. So with that said, that concludes today's video. Trust me, guys, stay tuned on this channel for the next few days, because I promise you, like, you're not going to regret it. Okay, so subscribe, destroy the like button, and with that said, I'll see you on the next video very soon. Bye bye, guys.